Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to UMass Yak Back. I'm your host, Jake Liberty. Back from my deathbed, as last week I was deathly ill with pneumonia. It was no good, but here I am, smile on my face, just a few bruises to make it out alive. We've got a great show for you tonight, as we've got a lot of weird activism going on both on and off campus here at UMass. The temperatures are rising, the tensions are getting high, as well as everyone at UMass. And then we'll end it with very rare and random topics that we have going on. It's a great show. It's our second to last. You don't want to miss it. This is UMass Yak Back. All right, welcome back to UMass Yak Back. To talk on our first segment about the weird activism going on campus, we have Robbie, Kate, and Christine. Now, students, they love free speech here at UMass. We consider ourselves a very liberal university. However, some take that power and really exercise that freedom. Lately, there's been a lot of debate going on, either protests, marches, standing outside of Whitmore administration. One of the most recent ones is the Divest at UMass about the fossil fuels. What's going on there?
Yeah, it's funny, I didn't even hear about that till I saw the headline in the Collegian. So, Collegian is good for something. Sorry.
Take that.
As we're sponsored by the Collegian over there.
I'm teasing. The Collegian is great. Hey, I learned, but then it's like really interesting, like following the story. Apparently the UMass divestment campaign is actually picketing, or not picketing exactly, but doing a sit-in, protesting at Whitmore to demand action on divesting from fossil fuels. The whole idea of the divestment campaigns, like sweeping the nation, are that a lot of institutes of higher education invest their money in fossil fuels, and if we can get these institutions to stop paying fossil fuel industries, basically stop giving them more money, invest in other forms of renewable energy instead, it will be a way of bringing more like clean renewable energy and getting away from fossil fuels, and which is a great idea. And the divestment campaign here has been going for quite a while now. I think this is their big thing. They're doing a sit-in at Whitmore.
Why Whitmore?
Because that's where
the administration is.
So they wanted an action, they wanted action from the school authorities.
Yeah. What I heard, though, was that the administration invested in fossil fuels in the stock market when they thought that it would have been going up, and so then they would have made money off of it. And now, since it plummeted, UMass doesn't want to pull out their investment because that's just a significant loss in revenue. But the divestment campaign wants them to pull out, obviously because we shouldn't have our investment in there, but just pulling out, it's not like we're continuously donating. It's just, if we pull out our money right now, we're just going to lose money. It's not fiscally responsible.
Don't pull out, UMass.
Don't.
If they stop investing in fossil fuels, that'll take UMass money out of the system, and we can give it to
definitely don't invest any more money in. Maybe if you were going to invest more money, put it towards renewable energies. But I don't think the big campaign is for them to divest.
I just think if we're not going to pull out, we need some sort of protection to ensure that that's going to be okay if we stay in.
So my confusion is, why was it okay to invest initially, but now it's causing such a stir?
Well,
probably wasn't okay to invest initially.
No one said anything at that point. Now that climate change is a prominent issue, that's why there's getting the backlash.
Yeah.
Was climate change not that serious when they initially invested? That's what I'm gathering from this.
I think
either
more they were just trying to make money, you know. You pick stocks that are on the upswing.
All about the money.
Well,
it's all about the money.
and that's the
all
idea.
money.
That's an activism is about getting the money out of
Doing
like
the
what's
ethical thing.
right to do, and they believe so strongly in this that in fact it's like what 30 people have been arrested now.
34.
And
34.
that's what strikes a bone with me. Is that the saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Strike a chord.
Strikes a chord with me.
Or
is-
pick a bone.
Pick a bone.
Phone to pick.
Something like that.
Pick a bone.
Because you see all these kids who get too drunk on Friday, Saturdays, Thursdays, any day of the week here, and they go into the drunk tank for a night, and they're released in the morning, nothing on their record, don't have to show up in court normally, and then you have these kids who are peacefully protesting in an administrative building who are getting handcuffed and
Yeah, for
escorted
just staying
out
there
for
overnight.
standing there and standing up for something that actually has a positive reaction, and they have to be arranged in court. And it's just like, it's baffling. What kind of message are you sending to us, UMass police? We can party as hard as we want, but we can't stand up for what's right?
Don't
That's
say it on
right,
the
I'm
air.
talking to you.
Party.
We don't party. That's-
Well, I don't, but I'm just saying by my
I've
observations.
heard.
oh,
I've seen my observations, people can be arrested for standing up for what they believe in, but they can just be detained for a night and released without any repercussions.
right now, the biggest repercussion that they've faced, as those who are arrested, is a few hours of community service that they have to make up. Because they're trespassing. Even though they're protesting in the building, they're trespassing. Stand outside of it all night, do what you must. But the law says if you're in the building after it closes, it's trespassing. So that's where the arrest come from. But still, how are only 15 of them getting arrested when I was in Whitmore today, and I thought people were
There
just
were
waiting
so
for
many.
financial aid. So many. It was the most awkward moment of my life. It was quiet too. They were all whispering, and I was just walking by, and it was bizarre. And I was talking to a woman who worked there. I was like, so why Whitmore? And once she sassed me and goes, we're the administration building. Okay, that's why I'm here. I understand that. That was not the question. It was, why are they choosing
They should
this?
protest Cumble's house.
Yeah, it's this hallway. They're like the vice chancellor lives here. Okay, but I think you're going to get more publicity outside of Whitmore,
Oh yeah, Snapchats.
but not just in
It's
that
less about
hall.
publicity and more about
They
getting
just want
in
the free
people's
Wi-Fi,
way.
you know.
But
and forcing.
I
the
think it
occupying.
needs publicity
They-
though.
the
If
only
they
way they're
really
gonna-
want to get this
yeah.
out, they need publicity so more people join. Otherwise, it's just inside of it. No one's going to be like, oh, I'm fed up with this, and just sign a document. You need to make it public. You need the publicity.
You're right. They just like what was that?
They need
other-
to like stop Whitmore Cafe from running because that would really cause an uproar. If they all sat where everyone needs to go order their wraps.
And also,
Yeah.
Bill Cosby with all his sexual harassment allegations, they
Oh, Bill.
they cut him out right away because it got so much publicity, nationwide publicity, and they wanted nothing to do with it. So if we can gain nationwide publicity for this, maybe they'll pull out.
I think the most important thing is that we don't pull out right now, and we ensure that we have protection while we're inside. That's the number one thing that we really need to do here with this divestment project. We could be talking about this all day, but we must
divest.
pull out or
Divest.
divest from this conversation. Stick around. We'll be talking about more weird activism, not just at UMass, but around the world and more nationally, if anything. But stick around. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back to Yak Back. Now it's time to talk about my favorite, your favorite topic, porn. Sort of. I know. I got your hopes up. I got mine up too, but something else. But here to talk about porn, we have Robbie, Emily, and Christine. Guys, welcome.
Thank you for having us, Jake.
Of course, I wouldn't want anyone else on this porn topic. Although we're not going to talk about porn or make porn. That's for another segment. For now, we're actually going to be talking about how in North Carolina, a porn site has banned North Carolina users from watching their quality stuff based on their anti-LGBT laws. What do you guys think about that?
I think it sends a good message. I think it's very effective.
I think so too. I mean,
It's very
I think
effective.
porn sites are probably the most. When you think of organizations that are welcoming to all sexualities,
Right.
genders, races, the porn industry, they don't care what you
Yeah.
look like or who you're loving as long as you're making love.
Right.
I mean,
And
if
money.
you're gonna be watching, like, if you're straight and you're gonna be watching lesbian porn, like, you shouldn't be allowed to watch it if you're gonna support a law that's
Yeah.
anti-lesbians.
Yeah. It's hypocritical if you're
Very
getting off on those lesbians, but you're not in support of them getting married. It's
Yep.
very
Yeah.
hypocritical.
That's why I support lesbians.
You know, can you just imagine like a 14-year-old boy just going on his laptop and going to his favorite site? And
I can
then
retell it. I can retell it.
And then it
I don't have to
just
imagine
it's
it.
a black screen. They're like, no.
It would be heartbreaking.
Soon, the black screen is going to be replaced by, like, a gay rights message.
Yeah, like rainbow flag.
Yeah, that's what I want when I log into porn. For me to document.
Right. They're gonna make
Nothing like the Bill of Rights to get me off.
But also, I can imagine like those hardcore porn addicts who are like, all right, they get in the car and they drive down to South Carolina just to log on to the porn. Like,
Yeah, the people on the border are like, I'm going to use their Wi-Fi.
Imagine that. Oh my gosh, people are gonna do crazy things.
People do crazy things
You know
with
what?
porn in
Maybe
general.
this will also, besides supporting gay rights, it might actually make marriages in North Carolina stronger because husbands and wives won't be resorting to porn as much. They'll just have to love each other.
Emily, you beg to differ. Let's see your side on this.
I don't know. I feel like that's
Big
not
porn
big.
fan?
Okay, I didn't say
The amount
that.
of times you said porn.
Count it.
I don't know. I feel like that's not like. I don't know. I feel like that's not a thing you should rely on for a marriage. So
Right, that's
like,
what I mean. Now when they
But like, is
have
that
it-
like that big of a thing though? Like, you know what I mean?
I think it's.
I'm married.
I think North Carolina is purposely punishing, or excuse me, the porn site is purposely punishing the dominant. The most common user is going to be a white straight male.
I thought you
So-
were talking about dominant in like a sex.
Oh no.
I was like, what?
Too, I guess in a porn.
There it is again.
No, they're doing it right by making these guys support it. You know, if they're
Right.
going to sign a bill against it, they're not going to reward them by watching, like you guys said, like lesbian porn, or maybe they like gay porn.
Right.
Who knows? But I think it is an important step because I do believe that the porn industry has a big hand in gender equality, and I think that they should actually emphasize that. Maybe take notes. I don't know if sites are watching, RedTube.
There's also
Pornhub.
been lots of other like acts against North Carolina with this new law. I know that there's a musical producer who took all of his shows out of North Carolina, which there's been a lot of confrontation about that because musicals bring in a large gay crowd. So by taking away your musicals, you're kind of diminishing the crowd there as well. And there was also Bruce Springsteen also canceled his concert tour in North Carolina. So there's lots of things that are trying to get this state to really, take this law out. What is the law again? That they won't allow a unisex bathroom, a general neutral bathroom.
It's interesting. It's a lot of
I feel like these laws just keep getting passed lately,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Like, I
There's a
almost
lot of
feel like we're,
controversy over how everyone says that,
Going in the wrong direction.
that gays are now legally able to marry, yet there's still laws that won't have a unisex bathroom. It boggles me. It's ridiculous.
I feel like almost like states are retaliating against that law too, because now it's like everyone is allowed to get married. So like the states who don't support it are like just trying to find ways loopholes to still
To make
like
it harder for
push them down. It's like, can we just have the Civil War again?
Yeah, that's what we need. The civil war over porn.
Pro Civil War right here.
Pro
Okay.
porn.
My parents need to move back.
Yeah, what about your parents in this? You said that they might be upset about this North Carolina
Your parents
porn
are
law?
native, or they live in North Carolina.
They recently moved to North Carolina.
And is that gonna?
I don't know, Mom, Dad, if you're listening, dear God, I hope not. I don't know, maybe
I wonder
not.
how the tensions are in
We'll
North
see.
Carolina. If it's
They're probably high. If you can't get your daily dose of porn, I mean, there's thousands of other porn sites, but I mean,
I wonder
this
if
seems
it's
to
really
be.
like a big deal also. Like if you, like, I mean, I've visited, but like if you go to North Carolina, are there like what is it? Not racism, but like racism towards gay people there? Like, are they not getting
Yeah,
served
is
at
it like
McDonald's?
is it like the
or-
media looking in on North Carolina, like making this a bigger deal? Like obviously it's a big deal, but in North Carolina, is everyone just going about their everyday life? You know what I mean? Like, is it just like?
Also, I feel like there
Except for
hasn't
the
really
people
been
like
much
porn.
media coverage of this at all. Like,
Right.
No.
I don't know, but all I know is I'm glad that it isn't happening here.
I know. I would
Yeah.
be
I don't
very
think it
upset
would.
if someone blocked
No
the
way.
Massachusetts site. That would be no good. Not that I watch it. But in order to watch porn, for the most part, you do need men at least need a penis. And there's other activisms revolving around penises now, where PETA is saying that they don't want pregnant women eating chicken because that's going to cause a smaller penis for your unborn son. Agree, disagree, questions, comments, concerns?
the facts looked pretty legit. There was a bunch of chemical names that I don't know.
Monoethyl.
Yeah, like I
okay.
believed it, but like at the same time, like everything's gonna cause something. Like, you know, when it says this is going to make your son's penis small, like how small? Like,
How small is small? Well, size doesn't matter, as you all know.
All I know is that my mom certainly wasn't eating chicken when I was young. Just kidding. She was eating a lot of chicken.
My mom actually ran a farm.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's crazy. That's a
also,
weird allegation.
pregnant women can't eat like anything. There's so many things you can't eat. You can't eat sushi. You can't eat. I don't know.
You can't
Chicken.
drink.
You can't
Especially
drink.
the- yeah.
You
You
can't
can't
smoke.
drink. At least give some
like-
chicken. Come on.
And they
Now
have
you
I
can
don't-
eat chicken.
Like,
Like,
they meet chicken.
You don't want to do that to your son. In the long run, you want to have him.
Oh, he can manage. You know what? It's not the size of the boat. It's the motion of the ocean. All right.
He's
Eat
not
your
wrong.
chicken,
He's
ladies.
not wrong.
Eat your chicken.
Eat your chicken, but not too much. This micropenis is a thing.
It's real and it's
It's a
alive.
real issue that we'll talk about on another segment. More activism related to that. Guys, thank you for joining me on these two very interesting topics. Stick around, we'll be back for even more strange and interesting topics to finish up the show. Welcome back to the third and final segment where we're just going to come up with some filler stories to talk about. Some interesting, some strange. Stick around, and here we go. To talk about it, we have Sharon, Emily, and Christine. Christine, this is your third segment. I'm sure you're tired of me.
this is my chair.
Feelings are mutual
Yeah.
here. But thanks for sticking around. Emily, 2, and Sharon, 1. Guys, to start off, I know yoga is a big thing around UMass, especially with females. It's more of a female thing. However, I've done yoga myself. But there's this new thing, it's all the rage, called rage yoga. What is it?
So I've been informed that like after
You're telling me you're not a fan of
recently been
rage yoga?
told- No, just recently been
a
told
regular.
that like this person who recently been broken up with his with her boyfriend decided to create this type of yoga where there's rock music and you can scream and
Swearing.
and drink and
Alcohol.
swear,
Alcohol. Key.
get turned and just rage, right? Yeah.
I think rage in like two senses of the word, like rage and then like rage. Like, I would do it. I don't like yoga. Like, it's pretty boring. I would
Doesn't it
say.
kind of defeat the purpose of yoga?
yeah,
It's supposed to be
but, like,
peace.
It's
with
supposed to be
oneself?
relaxing.
It's just making it more fun.
It's kind of like, I don't want to
You
hear
know,
some-
you're stretching out, you're getting flexible, but like, you know, you're not a
I
grandma.
don't want to do like a stretch and just hear someone go, ah. What? It's not relaxing. It scared me.
I would love to like do a stretch and then someone's like pouring a shot in my mouth. No. That's the reward for like getting
What are
the
you doing
pose
tomorrow
right.
night?
But like, wouldn't you prefer to like, rage like it alone in your own room? You don't want to go well, you don't want to be like with other people screaming with you and at you.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like-
saying. I don't mind drinking with others. That's cool. But like, if everyone's just like swearing and just yelling about their own business, I'd be like, where the hell am I?
But I feel like if you've just been broken up with, you don't want to be in a room by yourself. Like, you know what I mean? That's just going to remind you of the fact that you're by
Also,
yourself.
if it's
But
like
there's gonna be a lot
sad
of
and quiet,
crying.
you're gonna be crying.
Sometimes you
If
want to cry
everyone's
with
like
other people.
angry and drunk, like
So just like anger all
I would
around.
be
and
so
like-
Yeah.
scared going into a room with alcohol, swearing, and recently broken up females. That would be probably hell. I would walk in there and feel immediately like beat up.
That's just
Yeah.
like there's basically
That-
like a
that's
bunch of
like
women like PMSing at the same time in one room.
yeah, it's actually like that could easily turn into a riot. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
someone's
If the
like,
wrong guy
"This
showed
kid-"
up,
Yeah.
Imagine-
Imagine if there's two women with the same
and that's what I'm saying.
person.
Imagine
Oh my
he's
God.
walking like, oh my God, he's here. You know him? Oh shit. I would just
like-
kind of casually pack up my stuff. See you later,
You
guys.
better get out of there because it would literally turn into a huge brawl. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's not alone. People are doing it. Obviously, she has a lot of criticism, but obviously, she also has a lot of support.
I
So
support it.
it's a business. She's an entrepreneur. She started something. Maybe it's the spark of a revolution.
And I mean, everything's more fun with alcohol.
That's true. That's true, especially the show.
No.
Not kidding. Next, we were talking about a
Inky.
Inky. Yes, Inky is a very friendly octopus. He's New Zealand's favorite at their aquarium. But, yeah, the only aquarium in New Zealand, by the way. They lost him. The guy came in the next morning and realized that his cage was open or his cover was open and he was gone. So, how did this, what?
Inky, pulled a Finding Nemo. He was very bright. He noticed that his tank was left ajar, slithered out, found a drain pipe, and was like, "Peace out. I'm heading for the ocean."
Gil would be proud.
Gil would be very proud.
I don't know how he'll ever miss Mount Wanahakalugi, though. They should have taken notes from him. They should have just slithered. The thing is, though, I guess the drain was only like this big, maybe?
How
Yeah,
big was
Inky was like big, like
I think it's at the size
rugby.
of a football.
Yeah, rugby ball.
But still, he can, without bones, they can like squish down into the size of a coin hole. Imagine that, just seeing like,
That's
walking
also
down the street, seeing like a octopus come out of a drain. You know how weird that would be?
He must have been so smart too to like realize like it was like left ajar.
I was like, oh, now's my chance. I'm gonna go now.
They didn't send out a search party. They were like, oh, that's just classic Inky. He was always curious. Sir, now you're out an amusement. Now what are you going to do? Now you're going to have to go get him again. But
Oh, imagine if they just go back and scoop him back up. They're like, oh, sorry, sucker.
maybe he'll come home. Cats sometimes come home.
Maybe.
They're not.
All of a sudden,
God, octopus.
the kids are just like looking at the sad, like empty tank, and then Inky just like appears out of the drain pipe. Yep.
Very
That's cool.
interesting.
Wow.
On a very similar topic, marijuana gummies. I think it's the South Carolina governor. or
Nope,
some
Colorado.
Colorado. I knew it started with a C. so sound. Yeah, Colorado is trying to ban marijuana gummies, which is interesting because weed is legalized there.
Well,
What is the purpose in doing this?
There's no harm in it.
Yeah, their premise was that I guess there's been like a couple cases of small children accidentally eating the gummies thinking they were candy because they look just like candy and then having to be hospitalized. But I mean, I think like that's just like pills. Like maybe they should just start selling all the stuff in like child-proof containers, just like I don't think it's the gummies themselves
Kids
because
are
like
getting lit.
I
Kids.
think it was perfect for the children in case like they're really like hyper, they're very loud, so you just give them the marijuana gummies. Like, hey,
but
you need to
a kid's
mellow
gonna,
out.
like eat like a handful of that, not like one.
And that kid's
Sharon's
gonna
gonna be a winning mom.
Stoned.
That kid's gonna be vomiting forever.
Vomiting? I don't think
Yeah.
you vomit. You think
Oh,
you
you can.
I've never thrown up.
You
from
can
weed.
definitely
No, I've never
vomit
smoked
from-
weed. So that's why I've
from
never thrown up
edibles.
from it. Or edibles. No, not me.
Like, how sick were they for them to get hospitalized?
I think there was one case that actually died from related to it. I don't think it was like because you can't die from weed.
No, you can't.
And they didn't say what it was in the article. They said it was like related to the eating of it. So
I
I'm
mean-
assuming the kid got like real stoned and like hit by a
Could have been
I don't know.
I did not think someone died. Okay.
get real high and get hit by a bus. Okay, that's an option. I was thinking more the heart rate. Maybe the heart rate was just too fast and that little kid already
Doesn't
hit.
it slow your heart rate though?
Yeah, it doesn't relax. That's
Yeah, I guess you could be
Weed?
dehydrated because you can throw up from
I feel
edibles.
it going fast. Well, so from what I hear.
So I mean, yeah, it could be like dehydration or something. I don't know, something.
Well, hopefully they
Sounds
figure
like
it out.
BS to me.
Yeah, it
I
all
don't-
is.
they can't-
Legalize
they can't-
marijuana.
Yeah.
That's
And
what we
just
stand here
keep,
for.
keep them safer, you know, because kids shouldn't be getting into them. But like, you can't. And also, that's the parents' fault. You know, why are you having your weed gummies next to the regular gummies?
Because they want their kids to mellow out and like chill out. It's like,
Ooh, maybe that was the
Sharon,
real.
you're gonna be a
That's what I
I
said.
will be.
you're gonna be a great mother. All right, guys, ladies, excuse me. Thank you for joining me on this last segment. It was a pleasure, Sharon. Good luck with your children. Thank you guys for joining in for the second to last segment. Stay tuned for next Thursday where we'll have our final UMass Yak Back show of the year. It'll be a good one and you don't want to miss it. Again, if you enjoyed yourself, my name is Jake and this has been UMass Yak Back. If you didn't, my name's Tommy and this has been UMass Sports Weekly. We'll see you next Thursday.